Let's talk today about the different bond builders, what's the difference between them, when you might want to use one over the other, and which ones I like to use. So first, what is a bond builder? The bond building treatments that we're going to talk about today are Olaplex No.3, K18 Molecular Repair Mask, and Epres. And what these bond builders do is they go into your hair on a microscopic level, and they help to strengthen and repair your hair from damage. This damage can be from heat, from chemical styling, and from mechanical styling. If you're not sure what mechanical styling is, that's one I get asked the most often. Mechanical styling is things like brushing your hair, friction in your hair from sleeping, etc. We're going to start off with Olaplex No.3 because I feel like that's the one that most people have heard about and most people know. Now, Olaplex 3 is the one that I don't use. I used to use it, but I don't use it anymore, and I can talk about that a little bit after, but I don't actually have any to show you because I don't use it, but I will put a picture of it here, Olaplex No.3. So Olaplex No.3 is a great bond builder, but it is going to work best if your hair is also being treated with Olaplex at your hair salon when you have your hair services done. So using the Olaplex No.1 and 2, and then the No.3 is something that you take home to continue to maintain the properties, the reparative properties and the strengthening properties the Olaplex No.1 and 2 did for you during your hair service. That is not to say that you can't use Olaplex No.3 if you're not getting it done at the salon. You absolutely can. It's just it will work best as the third step in that process as opposed to being used on its own. What does Olaplex actually do? Olaplex No.3 goes into your hair. It's activated by the water. You wash your hair and condition, and then you're going to use the mask. So you put the Olaplex No.3 on. It's activated by the water that's in your hair, and it goes in and it helps to strengthen the disulfide bonds. We could get really technical about how that works, but honestly, unless you understand hair chemistry, it's not going to make a whole lot of sense. All you need to know is that your hair is made up of little rungs of like a ladder, and those are your disulfide bonds holding the particles of your hair together, and they become weak and they break, and that's when your hair can break. So the Olaplex goes in and sort of just reinforces the rungs of those ladders so that your hair will stay strong and won't break. Next is the K18 Molecular Hair Mask. Now, they are not the same. A lot of people think that every bond builder is the same, except while the Olaplex is going in and strengthening your disulfide bonds, the K18 is using peptides to reinforce the keratin chains in your hair. The keratin chains in your hair getting worn down and broken is what's going to cause you to have dull, brittle, breaking hair. And the K18 goes in and it replaces those, and it makes your hair super strong. There are other K18 hair products that you can use along with the molecular hair mask, which I have. Most people are going to have this size. This is the professional size. But I know it's a small bottle, especially for what it costs, but a little goes a long way. So you don't have to worry about that. And I can tell you 100% it's absolutely worth the cost of this product. I know that's the number one question for people always, because this is the most expensive one, but yes, it is worth the price. This is going to be best if you have seriously damaged hair, or if you were heat styling your hair on a really regular basis, bleaching your hair, having highlights done all the time, things like that that are really hard on your hair. You want to have this in your routine. It is going to counteract all of the damage that is happening from those different things you're doing to your hair. This not only reinforces the keratin chains that are in your hair, but it also helps to rebuild them. So the ones that have actually already been broken, it can fix those, which is why this is so great for super, super damaged hair. To use the K18, this one blows people's minds a little bit. You wash your hair. You're going to get the best results if you use a clarifying shampoo when you wash it, but you can use any shampoo. But a clarifying shampoo is just going to remove all the debris and the buildup and everything from your hair so that your hair can get the maximum benefits from this product. So shampoo your hair, squeeze out the water, and then you're going to apply anywhere between 1 to 4 pumps. For my hair, I apply 2 pumps. I pump it into my hand. I emulsify it really well. Despite what the internet tells you, the product does not have to go white in your hand to be activated. It will simply go white as you emulsify it, and that's how you know that it is spread nice and thick over your hands. But if it doesn't go white, it does not matter. Literally, I don't care how many people on the internet say. K18 themselves has confirmed. It does not matter if the product goes white or not. The reason you want to run it through your hands like that as opposed to taking the little blob and just running it in your hair is because then you're going to be able to distribute it more evenly through your hair. If you just take the little blob on your palm and start to run it through, one spot of your hair is going to get a lot of product and a lot of parts of your hair aren't going to get any product at all. So emulsify it through your hands really, really well, rake it through your entire head and leave it for 4 minutes. Don't do anything else. Then you can simply add any styling products and style as usual, or you can go in and condition, because you might have noticed we only shampooed before the K18, we did not condition it, and that is important. The K18 will not work if you condition the hair before you use it. So you can go back and use a conditioner and then rinse your hair as long as you've waited the 4 minutes. I don't need to. I've never met any client that needs to. All of my clients have the same results as me, and when I use it on them or when they use it at home, you put it in for 4 minutes, and even if your hair feels really tangly at the start, after 4 minutes, you're going to be able to brush your hair. You can also, after the 4 minutes, add a leave-in conditioner or any other styling products that you want. Go ahead, style your hair. Now, you need to understand that this is a reparative product. It's not a hydrating or a smoothing product. It's not a styling product. Unless your hair is extremely damaged, you might not notice significant changes to your hair when you first start using any of these Bond products. And that's because they're going into your hair on a molecular level and they are helping it get stronger. So the things you're going to notice are stronger, less breakage, things like that, not necessarily that your hair is super soft and shiny. Now, if your hair was super, super dull and broken and damaged, the first time you use K18, you probably will notice a difference because it's going to have repaired some of that damage. But if your hair is very mildly to moderately damaged, you might not notice a significant difference. That doesn't mean it's not working, and that does not mean you should not use it. In my opinion, everyone who chemically treats and heat styles their hair should be using Bond maintenance products. Last, we're going to talk about the Epres. The Epres is similar to the Olaplex in the sense that it works on your disulfide bonds. I like this one better, and this is why I don't use the Olaplex, because I use the Epres, and I really don't think you need to use both the Olaplex and the Epres. Personal choice, personal preference. This one is great. It comes in a little concentrated bottle of liquid. You add it to the spray bottle, fill the rest of the bottle with water, and it just sprays out like a watered mist. You spray your hair with this 10 minutes before you wash your hair. So I just shake it up, spray my whole head till it's fully saturated, and then 10 minutes later, I wash my hair like normal, and this has done its job. So this one is not activated by water like the Olaplex, meaning it doesn't have to go on wet hair. You can just spray it all over your dry hair before you shampoo. You can use all 3 of these products. You can use 1 of these products, or you can use 2 of these products like I do. It's completely your call. The reason that I like to use the 2 that I do is because the K18 is going to give you the most significant reparative and strengthening properties, in my opinion, just based on the science that's within it. So this one is my number 1. If you're only going to use one, use this one. And then I simply like to use the Epres for my disulfide bonds because I find it a simpler process. The Olaplex No.3 has to go in and sit in your hair for a certain amount of time and then be rinsed back out after you've already done your shampoo and your conditioner and all that. To me, that's an extra step. I find I didn't use it as often because I don't always want to wait around for a product to process before I rinse it out. I like that I can just remember to spray this in my hair 10 minutes before I wash it and then hop in the shower and go about my life as usual. So I find with these 2, I'm consistent with them. They keep my hair strong. They keep my hair healthy. But that is Bond Builders. If you have any questions about bond building treatments, please let me know in the comments and I will do my very best to answer those for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love having you here. And if there are any other products or topics about hair that you want me to talk about here on my channel, please let me know because I would love to make the videos that you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye.